Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you exactly how you can go from zero to £5,000 per month in 30 days online. And the reason I know this is because now I have two online businesses and I travel the world full time while scaling my agency with this exact step process. And this is what I did at the start. A lot of people teach what they now do, but this is literally the process I used at the start. And I've made it easy as possible, step by step, so you can get to that £5,000 or $5,000 per month within the 30 days. So step one is the high income skill. And people often tell you, oh, you need a high income skill, you need a high income skill. But that's like, you might be in a position where you're very stuck and you're confused with what is a high income skill or what high income skill will suit you best. And it was definitely a position I was in. So what I've actually created an AI bot where it's programmed with all the high income skills you could possibly ever sell, can imagine. And what you can do is chat to it, and basically it will pick the perfect high income skill for you, which you can then use throughout this whole process to hit that $5,000. And it does it based off like your personality, your interests, if you've got any previous experience, what you prefer, whether you like a client facing role, or do you prefer being in the background, do you prefer making videos, or do you prefer like typing out emails, whatever it is, it will take all that into account. So if you comment bot, I'll send that over to you, and it will also be in the description. The best thing will be adding it to the description, so you'll be able to find it there. But the first thing is the high income skill. So I'd use that first to select your high income skill. Or the other option is a thing called drop servicing, which I don't really hear many people talk about. I know Iman Ghazi spoke about it a couple of years back, but I haven't seen many people using it. So if you don't have a high income skill, you can use someone else that does. So drop servicing, like drop shipping, where you get a product from like a cheaper country and then you basically market it and sell it in a different country for more and you get the profit. Drop servicing is very similar. So, for example, if you have let's say a video editor, you get a video editor in India that might charge $30 a video for a YouTube video, okay? But what you could be is the middleman. So what service, who needs that service? So you might target, let's say, someone who's in a real pain with that and is willing to pay a lot. Let's say business coaches. So there might be business coaches who want to sell their service, they create YouTube videos, but they don't have time to edit themselves. So what you can do is go through this process and you pitch to them, oh, I can edit your videos, they cost $100 per video, or you could say I charge $150 per video, but what I can do, if you pay for 10 videos in bulk up front, I'll do it for $1,000, and we can do that every single month. So what you do is then take that $1,000, and then you're only paying the editor $300. So you're taking $700, and you don't have to do any of the work. They send the footage, you send it to the editor, he sends it back, and you're just the middleman. You're like the face of the brand. So by doing that, that's a good way to make money without actually having to do the service delivery and learn a high income skill. So they're your two kind of options: learn one yourself or use drop servicing. And if you can do that and do it on scale, you can get a couple of clients, and that's how you can easily earn that $5,000. And not many people talk about that, because learning a high income skill can take a while, and it's literally what I have done with my business. So I've got an editor from India, I've got a virtual assistant from Philippines, and they both help me with my business. And like a lot of my clients, I charge $2.5K per month, and yeah, my outgoings are a lot less than that, and which is why the online agency space is really good, because you can run at such high profit margins. But once you've selected the high income skill, the next is offer creation, which is really important, because how do you package this up? You don't just want to sell it as, oh, I do video editing. You want to package it up with value. So the more value you provide, the more you get paid, which is why like some businesses can charge hundreds of thousands a month, and some you can only charge a tenner a month. It depends on the value you provide. And a lot of the value comes down to how big is the problem and how much pain is the prospect in. So, first off, before we get onto this section, the skill. So you've picked a skill, let's say it's video editing. What problem does video editing solve? So the main one would be time, knowledge. So for example, business coaches won't have the time to edit their own videos. They won't have the knowledge to edit their videos well. So what you can do is package that up and sell the problem. You want to sell a solution to a problem. You don't want to sell video editing. You want to sell, I provide a service which saves you hours per week, and through our service, your videos become more engaging, more people will watch them, and therefore, if you have an offer on the back end, you make more money. So can you see the difference? Oh, I just edit videos, or I provide this whole system with these benefits that's like solve a problem that you have. So once you know what problem you solve, you want to find what market has the biggest problem with this like pain point. So who needs video editing the most? Who would benefit the most from it? Who's in the most pain? And through that, that's where you create the most value. Because some people, it might be like, oh, video editing would be helpful. And some people, like, they might only be willing to pay $50 per video. Or it might be a business where all their income comes through YouTube. They've just lost their editor and they need an editor in quick. And they're desperate. They're willing to pay $200 a video. So you can see by who you pitch to, like how you market yourself and how you position yourself, that often determines how much value you provide and how much money you can charge. It's a classic example of a water bottle might cost you 50p, like from a supermarket, but in an airport it's £3. It's just the positioning. It's the same product, but it's how you position yourself. And then value. What is value? How do you create a strong offer? So you have to realise that value is just outcome. Like the dream outcome they have, which could be really engaging YouTube videos, which then creates them money in the back end. So it's outcome minus risk. So what's the risk on their end? Do they have to pay you thousands and thousands and they might not get a result? Like this is more for like something like ads. They might spend thousands on ads per month, but what if they get no sales through it? So what is the risk? And you can lower the risk by working like paying results, or you can offer a guarantee. Like I guarantee that I can provide the videos within 2 days, and they'll be highest quality. I'll give you any changes that you want to make sure it hits the quality. Or if you're running ads, you can be like, I only take a commission once you're in profit. So that reduces their risk, which makes it more valuable. So it's outcome minus risk divided by the percentage chance of success. So how likely are you going to provide that dream outcome? But I do have a video, which I'll link in the description, where I've got a full template you can use and you can see my offer and how I build the offer. And the last thing is the creative angle. As I said, you don't want to just come in and say, oh, I use video editing. You just want to be like, I've got a new innovative idea, like a new innovative way of video editing that makes it more engaging. It utilizes AI. Whatever you can say to make it sound more like exciting and creative. As I said, you don't want to just a boring package. You want to package it up nicely. And then finally is outreach. And this is one, like, it sounds stupid, but it's what people often get stuck at. They just don't do enough outreach. They'll have a good skill, they'll have a decent offer. Often an offer is a way they fall down. But they could have these two things perfect. But if they don't do the outreach, it literally does not matter. So we really want to push for the outreach. And I don't mean 10 messages a day. I mean hundreds and hundreds. Because the more you can send, let's say you got one client every 2,000 messages you send. Well, if you send 10 per day, it's going to take you years. If you send 500 messages a day, it's going to take you 4 days. It just shows the importance. But if you're starting out, first one I'd do is friends and family. And you might think, oh, it's awkward, I don't want to ask them, do you want to pay me? But what you can do is craft a message where you basically say, "Hi, I'm running this business where I provide video editing services. Do you know anyone that might benefit from this service and you can put me in touch with?" So, like, if you ask 100 people, you're indirectly asking those 100 people who you have trust with because they're your friends and family. So one, you might get a client through them, but because you're also asking, do they know anyone, you're also asking potentially another 100 people. If each of those people know 100 people, you're asking 10,000 people, do you want my service? And you're doing that in a way where that you have trust. Because even if one of your family members knows someone that might want your service, as soon as you put you in touch, you've already got a bit of trust because you've got a connection, which helps so much. It's not just a cold outreach. So this is the first thing you should do if you want to do it. And like 10,000, let's say you get a client every 2,000, you could get 5 clients just through this. So that is so important. It's something people often neglect. Second is the classic outreach of DMs, cold calling, and automated email system. So the important thing is you want to be outreaching to the right person, and that is like very, very important. And yeah, so you want to be making sure you're targeting the decision maker. You're not just messaging the receptionist. You want to be calling the right person. You want an email system where you're emailing the right person. And I'm actually running a course where we guarantee people that they hit 3 to 5k per month within 90 days. And we've literally got a legal guarantee. And this whole process is like, there's a course on the whole thing. I don't mind if you click on it in the description or not, where you can book a call and learn more. Like, it doesn't matter to me. But if you do want that guarantee, where obviously you've got this process, but if you want the actual guarantee that you can become a digital nomad in 90 days, you can just have a free call, and we'll provide free value with you. Even if you don't want to sign up, there's no pressure or anything. But as I said, like, targeting the right person is so, so important. So you should be sending hundreds of messages a day. You can build an automated AI email system, which is what I use, and it sends up to 750 emails per day. And I could double that, I could triple that if I wanted to. I'm just happy with that amount of emails per day. And then on the side, you can DM people, you can cold call people, because if you hit them on multiple touch points, that's why they're more likely to see your message, and then get back to you and then booking a call, and then you close them. And the final one is similar to friends and family. People often neglect this, is local businesses. So you might have trust, you might go to a local gym and kind of know the owner, or he's seen you there. Or you can just message him and say, or see him in the gym and say, "Oh, I've started this business. Like, I've been going to your gym for years, I love it. Would you mind if I could help you out?" And then pitch that way. So this is another one where there's a bit of trust there, and you can actually go into places, or you can call them and say, "I'm from the local area." So that is the whole process. And as I said, if you need to pick a high income skill, I've got the AI bot in the description where you can pick your high income skill. Then the offer creation. Remember these different techniques with finding the big problem, finding the biggest pain point, the market with the biggest pain point. And I've also put in the description the offer video, which is just 7 minutes long, and you can watch that and learn how to create an offer with a template. And then finally, outreach, which is so, so important with the AI automated email system, which you can also build to do the outreach for you, which books you a call every single day if you get every step right. But as I said, like, in the description, you can book in a call, speak to someone on my team, and get some free value if you want to. But what we do is guarantee that you hit 3 to 5k a month within 90 days, and literally a legal guarantee. But as I said, I don't mind. I'm providing value through the AI bot and the offer creation video if you want to watch that, and I'll see you on the next video.